Hi BookTube, Sarah here, and welcome to my channel. Today I am coming to you with another weekly reading vlog. This is for week 31 and it runs from July 27th through August the 2nd. So we're getting the first 2 days of summer fling in this vlog, you guys. Yay! I'm so excited. So, as I like to start these off, I want to share with you the books that I'm hoping to finish this week. So all the books that I want to finish this week are all the last books I need to finish in the month of July. There are 8 books that I'm hoping to finish this week. Now, that being said, 2 of them I plan on finishing today. But I was sitting down to film other things. I just filmed my August TBR, and I just filmed a video for Read Bliss. So I thought, since I've already got the camera up, why don't I just film the introduction to this? And then later on, I will come back on and share with you guys the 2 books that I will have finished. So I'll talk about those books first really quickly. So the first one that I'm almost finished as of right now is The Best Man Plan by Jaci Burton. Again, I love that cover. It's so pretty. I'm listening to this one on audio. I have about an hour-ish left on it, about an hour and a half. So I will get that one done really nice and quick while I'm doing some editing this afternoon. So looking forward to this one, or finishing this one. And the other one, I'm only about a quarter of the way through it, but it's only like I only have like a little over 200 pages left. So I should definitely get this one done today as well. And that is Witness on the Run by Cassie Miles. This one, of course, takes place in New Orleans, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm not going to talk too much about it right now. I will later on once I've gotten it done. So, all that being said, those are the first 2 books I want to finish this week. So let's get into the rest of the books I'm hoping to finish this week. So first, the next one we have here is Hold Me Cowboy by Maisey Yates. This one is the last book I need to read for the Christmas in July-a-thon. It pretty much worked out to me reading a book every week, which worked out really well. And I really enjoyed reading the Christmas books that I read this month. It was a lot of fun to do that and a lot of fun to participate in it. So I hope to do it again next year. The next one is another Maisey Yates, and this is an Yahrah copy. It was just released last week, I think, and this is The Hero of Hope Springs by Maisey Yates. This is the next book in the Gold Valley series. I'm not exactly sure what number it is. It might be 8 or 9, I think. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one very much. And then we have, another Yahrah. But that one and this one and The Hero of Hope Springs, I'm listening to both on audio. And because this one was published quite some time ago. Not quite some time ago, about a month or so ago. And that is 10 Days Gone by Beverly Long, which is going to be a psychological thriller. So, yay, this one should be great. Perfect way to kind of end out the month before we jump into all the romance in the month of August. Well, mostly romance in August. When you will have seen my August TBR already, so you know I have a couple of books on there that are non-romance. Then I plan on getting to a bunch of Harlequin books. Excuse me. And the first one I have is I cannot say this word. Instable? Insatiable, hunger. I cannot. There are certain words that this girl just can't say, and I'm sorry. And this is by Yahrah St. John. This is a book in the 7 Sins, the Deadly 7 Sins series or something like that. So yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous cover. This one looks fantastic. And then we have The Single Mom's Second Chance by Kathy Douglas, a Harlequin special edition novel. Again, very, very pretty. Love it. And then we have A Reunion of Rivals by Reese Ryan. Gorgeous. I keep saying it. The Desire covers are just stunning. They are doing such a great job. And was that it? That's it. That's the last one. I'm just double checking my little list here. Yes. So there are 2 other books that I might start this week, but I'm not going to get them done, so I'm not going to bother talking about them here. But anyway, guys, keeping this first clip very short and sweet, I just wanted to welcome you, do a little introduction. Today, like I said, it is right now, it's just after 11 o'clock in the morning. And I've done all my filming for today. Yay on me, yay on that. And now I'm going to do some editing, and I'm going to play around on my computer, finish listening to my audiobook, and I'm just pretty much going to relax and take it easy now for the rest of the day because the work stuff that I had to do is done. the filming of the video stuff that I had to do is done. So that's the hard part of the day. Now on to the rest of it, that's easy. And even filming the videos is not at all that hard. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi BookTube, happy Tuesday. It is the 28th of July. And I am coming to you with a quick little clip, a little update. I do have a book that I finished yesterday that I want to update you guys on. Did not get the other book that I had planned on finishing yesterday done. I hope to get it done tonight, but I probably won't pop back on here again tonight. I am exhausted. It's been super hot. We've been in a heat wave for the last number of days. The heat wave supposedly broke yesterday or this morning, but it's still ridiculously hot out there. And we were kind of doing a lot of, Garrett mostly. I kind of helped him put together. I got a new bookshelf. We went to Walmart today and I saw it, and I've been looking at them for months and months now. It was $50 for that bookcase right there. And it's a five tier, and I almost said 5-story. But I'd been seeing it, and then we were in there today, and every time we were in, I was just like, oh no, I'll get it another time. Finally, we had the money today, and Garrett's like, just go ahead and get it. So right now, I'm finally getting everything organized. So I'm hoping by the end of this week, these shelves in this room will all be organized, and then I can actually do a bookshelf tour if you guys are interested in that. So let me know. So I do also have some mail that I got today, so I want to share that with you guys too. Now, I am supposed to be at a yoga class in 20 minutes. It's just down the street. It's 5 minutes away, so it's not a big deal. I signed up, and it's going to be outdoors, which is going to be a lot of fun. But part of me is debating on going because I am just so tired. But I thought, you know what? Maybe if I go, I'll, start to feel good. Like, I'll get a good stretch in, and then maybe that means I'll sleep well tonight, because I haven't been sleeping that well. Not because anything is going on, just for some reason I am not sleeping well. So it happens. I guess I have a touch of insomnia. I don't know. So anyway, the book that I finished yesterday, wait, just give me a second here. Sorry, I should have been more prepared, was The Best Man Plan by Jaci Burton. This is the first book in the Boots and Bouquet series, but now there was a prequel novella that came before it, that came out at Christmas time. Something about mistletoe. I cannot remember the name of it, but the cover of it was super cute. It was a very cartoony cover, which seems to be the norm for a lot of romance novels lately, which is fine. It's everybody's individual preference, right? It really doesn't bother me. But I think that this cover is just stunning. So this is the story of Aaron and Jason. Now, at the very beginning of our story, Aaron is due to get married within days. And her fiancé, Owen, sends her a text message or an email breaking up with her. Doesn't give a reason why, and she, of course, is really, really upset about it. So she decides she's going to get revenge on him for, doing this to her, essentially. And they go ahead with the reception, and have this big party. She doesn't obviously wear the dress, or, pardon me, I've got the hiccups, or anything at all like that. But she decides that she is going to get revenge by having a relationship, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, with Owen's best man or their best friend, Jason. So the thing is that she immediately wanted to do this, and that kind of bothered me just a little bit. I didn't like her reasoning for that. Now, luckily, I think it would have gotten a lower star rating from me if they had jumped into bed very quickly, but they did not. It took weeks and weeks. I mean, I still feel it might have been a little soon, but you got to kind of progress the story. You know what I mean? So anyway, the two of them end up having a relationship, but they still don't ever hear from Owen. And then Owen starts contacting Jason, is like, how is Aaron doing? And he's like, dude, you should really talk to her. So then it all kind of comes out what is actually going on and stuff like that. So it was a good story. I think I said 4 stars. I enjoyed it a lot. Jaci Burton is a great writer. There are, of course, some sexy times within this book, and it was really fun meeting Aaron's sisters. And I believe they're going to end up having books of their own coming up in this series. So the whole premise of the series, it's a small town contemporary romance, and it is pretty much about a wedding business that is run out of some sort of a ranch or something of that nature. So, or like at a barn and that kind of a thing where they have horses and a vineyard and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I really, really enjoyed it. Oh, and all 3 sisters work at the wedding planning business, which is a lot of fun too. So yeah, so I did enjoy this one. I just had a few issues with Erin and her motives at the beginning, but that did clear itself up as the book went on. So like I said, I've got one more book I've got another book I want to finish today, which is the Witness on the Run by Carla Cassidy. Because I've been busy doing this, I've been listening to audio, so I have not had a lot of time to be reading my book on my Kindle. But I have some Kindle adjacent items here, along with some actual books. I got some books in the mail, you guys. I'm super stoked. So I placed an order a little while ago with Book Depository. I like placing orders with them every now and then. Mainly, the reason I placed this order was because I wanted these editions, and I ordered, there's going to be 6 of these re-released, and I want to get all 6, but I've gotten the first 3, so I've gotten 2 of them here. The last one is in the mail, so I should be getting that in the next day or so. But the Babysitters Club books, because it's come to Netflix, has re-released these covers, but they're only available in the UK and Australia. So I ordered them from Book Depository, and I'm stoked. So I'm waiting on book number 1, but I got book number 2, which is, of course, Claudia and the Phantom Phone Calls. Can we talk about that cover? Is it not gorgeous? Oh, I'm so happy with it. I love it. So these are for my collection. Of course, I've read these a dozen times. And I also got book 3, The Truth About Stacy. But I absolutely love it. Love, love, love. And the back, guys, the back is so, so cute. So it's got the pictures of the babysitters across there. And then what their roles are: president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. Just adorable. Absolutely adorable. Oh, I love it. I saw these on Instagram and I immediately hunted them out, and I am so, so happy with them. So I'll put these up on my shelf with the rest of my collection. So I'm really happy to have those, which is the very top shelf, if you can see it right there. That's all back to my childhood. It's mostly Babysitters Club, but there's also some Sweet Valley and stuff. Like I said, if you guys are interested, am more than happy to do a shelf tour. So while I was ordering those, even though it's free shipping worldwide, no matter how much you order, I wanted to look to see how much this was, because I do like to compare prices between, you know, Amazon and Book Depository, and if it's something I do not need right away, which most of the time it's not, if I can get something a bit cheaper, I will. And this one was actually less expensive in the UK. I think almost by $6 or $7. So I ended up picking it up, and that is Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. So I don't think it's the same size as the Get a Life Chloe Brown, which I have, which I'm going to be reading in August, but it's still, they match, so that's good enough for me. As you can see from behind me on my shelves, I do not do anything special with them. They literally go in alphabetical order by author. That's how I shelve my books, and I'll talk more about that during the bookshelf tour, which I keep talking about, so I'm just going to have to do it now. So, yeah, so I got that. So I'm really, really happy with that. And, yeah, I think the print might be just a little bit bigger than in the Get a Life Chloe Brown, but we shall see. So that was the book mail that I got today. Oh, and I did also get, because the last time I ordered from Book Depository, I didn't get bookmarks. But now I got 3, so I got 1 with each book, because each book literally was shipped separately. They were all in 3 separate packets. So sorry I didn't wait to show you guys. So I got 2 of this one. These ones are, these are the problems only readers have. This is number 2. I also got number 1. It says, you think that the pages of books smell like perfume. And then this one, number 1 was, you narrate everyday life as though you're in a novel. I can say I've done that. So yeah, so I got some more bookmarks. Not like I need any, but it's always nice to have more bookmarks. And then the other thing I got from Amazon, oh, try not to show you guys my address, but from Amazon. So, oh yay. Ooh, I like it. That's really pretty. So, I did my video last week on how I'm learning to love my Kindle Fire. And I'm using this a lot. Like, I am using this all the time now. This is primarily what I'm reading from. I am still occasionally using my Paperwhite, but I'm finding I'm not using it as much because everything is right here. So the one thing I showed you guys, I have the sleeve, the book sleeve from Jess. Jess at Peace Love Books has a shop on Etsy, and I got it from her. And that's great because I can slide it into my purse. But in general, when it's just sitting around, like if I'm not using it, I just have it sitting beside me, I don't always put it back there. So I wanted an actual case, so I bought one. This is not my first choice. My first choice, I had put it in my cart on Sunday because we were getting paid today, so I had to wait till payday. And the one that I wanted was sold out. So I was a little bit bummed about that, but it is what it is. So I ordered this literally at 6:30 this morning when I got up, and I just received them in the mail. So I'm super, super happy. So, ooh, it comes with a nice cloth to wipe. It's funny, I was just thinking about that because I often use the cloth that I use to clean my glasses to wipe the fingerprint smudges off of this, but it comes with one. Oh, that's fabulous. That is fantastic. So I will leave that sitting just like that. So let's hope this fits. It's always a, you know, even though it says it's for it, will it really fit it? You know what I mean? So let's test it out and see. Sorry, guys. Aha, there we go. See, it just took me a second. All right. So, oops, let's put the cloth back in. There is a space here in the front that you could put, like, sorry for the glare, that you could put, like, you know, your debit card and stuff, but who the heck's actually going to do that? I'm sorry. So yay. I have a new case for this. This is awesome. Oh, it's really cute. I like it. It's kind of like mermaid fishy scales, which I thought was cute. But yeah, like I said, my second choice, unfortunately, my first one was sold out, but that's okay. That is a-okay. And let me turn it back on. Ooh. So the other thing that I got from the good people at Amazon was a 128 gig SD card. So I did my video on my Kindle Fire, and I got a couple DMs from a couple people, because I explained in that video that I do not download anything to my Kindle. Like, I let all my Amazon books sit on the cloud until I'm ready to read them. And I had someone DM me and say, you might not want to do that, because at certain times, I guess, Amazon or authors can choose to pull their books. And if it's just sitting on the cloud, you've lost that book. But if it's downloaded onto your device or onto a SD card, then it's not. You can still read it because it's downloaded already. So that kind of made sense to me. So I talked to my husband and I said, well, what do you think? Should I increase the memory on it? And he goes, well, how many books do you own? I said, over 1,000 Kindle books. He's like, you might want to get an SD card. So I bought this one. It said, and I know Steve did a video the other day about the fact that he got, he's getting a Kindle Fire 10, and he got a 512 gigabyte card. Garrett's like, you would never need anything else ever again. But he's like, you do not need anything of that caliber. So I just went with a 128. I thought about a 64, and then the price difference between the two of them was like maybe $5. So I thought, why not upgrade to like double the amount? So it said that this device can take up to 512, but that's just way out of, no, the card would have cost more than the device at that point. You know what I mean? So that seemed kind of silly for my use. But yeah, so I'm really, really happy about this. So I'm going to slowly start downloading everything onto my my Kindle Fire. So I'm really, really happy with it. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. And I will talk to you later. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. It is the 29th of July today, and it's late. It's about just before 10 o'clock at night, so I'm going to try and keep this clip quick. So I can go back to watching some booktube and doing some reading. Even though it's like 10 o'clock at night, I do not predict I will be in bed for a few more hours, at least to sleep. I'm laying in bed right now watching booktube and reading, but you know what I mean. So, a quick update. I did make it to the yoga class last night, and I'm very, very happy I went. It was really fun. It has been a while since I have practiced. I used to do it all the time when I was younger, and even into my 20s and 30s and stuff like that. But over the last couple of years, it's taken a real back burner, like, you know, a back burner kind of an idea. And I realized how out of shape I actually was. It was really fun, like I said, but I think what I'm going to focus on in the month of August is there are a lot of online, like 30-day yoga beginners courses on YouTube, at least a couple that I've found. And I think I'm going to do one of those. I'm going to challenge myself for the month of August to do, because it's like a video every day and it's like beginners, to get back into it again before I let myself take another class at the studio. I would like to get back to doing classes at the studio, but right now, of course, with the COVID thing, they're just slowly reopening, and they have some classes outside, some are still virtual, some are in studio. So before I commit to spending the money, I want to make sure I'm getting my worthwhile out of it and go back to some of the basics. So, today Garrett and I went to go visit my aunt, which was nice. I got some more stuff done here in the book room. As you can see, I've got the shelves kind of, you know, and now I'm working on that one right there. I'm working on that Harlequin shelf. And so my plan is for my Friday reads. You'll actually probably see my Friday reads. Of course, you'll see my Friday reads before you see this. But I actually am hoping to go sit in that corner there and record going forward. You know, my vlogs, I might still sit here just because it's easier just to do the setup. But for the actual videos, I might go film in that corner because it'd be perfect because I'm kind of surrounded by the books. So you guys will get a bit of a closer look. Plus, I am going to be doing, of course, a bookshelf tour, maybe as a special video next week or something like that. You know, and we'll see. We'll see when it goes up. But anyway, so then, yeah, we came back from my aunt's house and we had lunch. And I was super tired. Like, I couldn't keep my eyes open. And I just said to Garrett, I'm like, I'm going to go lay down for a quick nap. Quick nap was 2.5 hours. So I went for a nap, excuse me, at about 2:30. And I didn't wake up till almost 5. So I'm awake now. But I'm going to try not to stay up too late. Maybe another couple hours, maybe midnight. Because, you know, I don't have to necessarily get up early in the morning for any reason. I do have some good news that I have some tentative good news, but I can't really share anything with you guys just yet because nothing's been finalized. So I'm hoping in the next few weeks I will have some good news to share with you guys, but, you know, just stay tuned for that, of course. So I have finished 2 books since the last time I talked to you, and I'm hoping to get one more done before I go to bed tonight. It's a desire novel. They're very quick to read. So like I said, I'm hoping to get it done tonight, if not tomorrow, because I have, including the one I've already started, we have 2 days left in the month, so Thursday and Friday, and I want to finish 4 books in 2 days. So can I do it? Let's find out. One is an audiobook, so that I can listen to over the couple days. That's not a big deal. The other 3 are all Harlequin category romances, so they're all under 300 pages. Like 2 of them are 224 pages, and one I think is 288 pages. So I should be able to get them done if I just focus. And then we start off fresh in August. But I would really like to get those done. That's my goal. So the 2 books that I finished yesterday. The first one, sorry for the brightness here. Like I said, the lighting is really weird because of it being so late at night. So there you go. Was Witness on the Run by Cassie Miles. This is a standalone. It is a Harlequin intrigue novel. This was really good, you guys. I gave it 4.5 stars. I do not want to get too much into the plot on this one because I went into it not knowing very much. I knew it took place in New Orleans, and I knew, of course, there was some sort of a, you know, the woman was on the run from something. So our main character, Alyssa, is being pursued by some very bad men. Now, she's part of the witness protection program, but clearly she has been found, you know, where she's hiding. And there's a man by the name of Rafe who has been following her for the past 2 weeks and getting down her routine. He's been hired by somebody to kind of follow her and find out some stuff about her. And there's missing money, and there is a family relative that they thought was long dead, but suddenly comes back from the grave, kind of an idea. It was really, really good. Really atmospheric, really well written. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. If you guys are looking for something for the category romance section of the Summer Fling prompt, then if you like romantic suspense, I recommend this one. It does have some sexy times in it, but it's not, I think it's like one scene. So that's not, you know, it's a shorter novel too. It comes in at like I said, 224 pages. So I recommend this one if you get a chance to read it. So the other one that I finished today was another category romance, but this one was a Christmas one, and this one was for Christmas in July that I, of course, co-hosted with some other lovely ladies. And this was my last Christmas in July book for this month, so coming right in at the tail end of the month. We have Maisey Yates's Hold Me Cowboy. Maisey Yates, Hold Me Cowboy. And this is a Harlequin desire novel. It is Christmas themed. And it's about a couple who are they don't get along. He works for her stable, and she is rather mean to him. He refers to her as the Ice Queen, and then with circumstance they end up like kind of staying at the same cabin. Of course, it's kind of one of those there's only one bed kind of you know, a trope, and they end up staying together in this cabin, and they decide to have a fling. And then when they are back from this like little mini weekend vacation that they were each independently taking and ended up together, they decide to carry on the fling right around the holidays and then end it after the holidays. And then, of course, the story goes from there. So this one gets very, very hot and spicy. Do keep that in mind. It is Maisey Yates. It is a desire novel. It's kind of what they're known for, but it was really cute. I gave it 4 stars and I liked it quite a bit. So again, if you don't mind the whole Christmas aspect of it, this one would be a fun one to also read for the category romance prompt. So guys, that is all that I have for today. I know yesterday I rambled on a little bit about, you know, getting the case for my new device, or getting the case and all that stuff, which is working out great. I love it. I am so, so happy with it. So it is heavy though. That's my thing, is that's what I love about the Paperwhite, is that it's so light, whereas this is a little bit more bulky, but it's not necessarily something I sit in my hand. I rest it usually against a pillow or my knee, or if I'm sitting at the table, it's just sitting open. But I love the book aspect of it, that, you know, everything is being covered, and then it automatically turns on when you open up the cover, which is nice too. So far my review on this is 2 thumbs up. But anyway, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, happy Friday. It is the 31st of July and it's about 9:15 at night. So I'm coming to you with a quick update. Sorry for the bad lighting. Of course, later at night. No good lighting in this room at night. It is what it is. So I am sorry for not getting an update up to you guys yesterday. I was busy. I was tired. As you guys can see, you've already seen probably in my Friday reads, in my Saturday video, and in my Sunday video that I got the bookshelves done. And I literally spent 2 days on those because not only was I putting the books away, I was also making sure they were all cataloged. So I knew exactly what I have in my collection. I figured, well, the books were already a mess, I might as well do it, right? So it took about 2 days to do. And so I did not get a lot of reading done over those couple days. I should have been listening to audiobooks. I listened to some, but I was listening to a lot of podcasts too, which was kind of nice because I didn't have to focus as much on the podcasts as I would have had to on an audiobook. So I did finish 2 more books over the last couple days, and that brought me up to a total of 22 for the month. I think my goal originally was like 28 or 30. I can't remember. I fell short of my goal, but still, I'm not complaining at 22 books done, so that's not too shabby. But anyway, let me share with you the 2 books that I finished today, actually. So the first one was The Hero of Hope Springs by Maisey Yates. I am really, really sorry for this horrible, horrible lighting, you guys. I wonder... There you go, that's better. So, this is book number 10 in the Gold Valley series, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. So this is the story of Ryder and Sammy, and they have been friends for well over 10 years, since she was 16 and he was 18. She comes from a very abusive household, and she essentially ran away, to the same town, so it's not like her mother didn't know where she was. She was abused by her father, violently abused by her father, and so she ran away, and she was staying kind of with on the property. She was living in a trailer on the property of Ryder and his siblings. Now, Ryder's sister Pansy, her story was the last one in the Bad Boy of Redemption Ranch, and so we've already kind of met this family. So the siblings, their parents passed away many, many, many years ago in a plane crash. And now the original Gold Valley series kind of focused on one family, and now this is kind of like friends of the family, of that original family. So Maisey Yates is, of course, expanding the Gold Valley universe, if you will. And so anyway, they've been friends for a long time, and she decides she needs a change and that she wants to have a baby. So she enlists Ryder's help on trying to find her, essentially, a gentleman to make this happen. And of course, as we all know, because we've all read romance novels, it ends up being him. So that's really all I'm going to say about it. It was really cute. There was something in it that I didn't particularly like, but I don't want to get into that because it is it's a little bit of a spoiler for the book. She's looking to settle down and have a baby, so I'm sure you can probably guess where it's going. At least I was able to guess where it was going. So yeah, but it was still cute, and I enjoyed it, and I recommend it. The other one that I finished today was, sorry, just let me look for the image here, if I can see it, because I can't see much of anything without my glasses on, is Insatiable Hunger by Yahrah St. John. I'm not going to try and say that title, because for some reason that word just trips over my tongue. So this is another story about friends to lovers, and it is about Ryan and Jaci.
and they've known each other since they were kids. They live next door to each other in a very wealthy, it seems, or well-to-do community, I should say, outside of New York City. And many, many years earlier, now this is book 3 in the Dynasties, the Seven Sins series, and I believe what it follows, now I didn't read the first 2 books, but I wasn't lost for this one, is that it appears that about 10 plus years earlier there was a hedge fund that called something, not Blackwell, maybe it was Blackwell, I can't remember, but they stole a lot of the money from the people who lived in this town. Jesse's parents were one of them who lost everything, and but friends in town paid for her and her siblings to continue to go to this prep school, which is where she knew Ryan from. So, sorry, it's one of the cats. So anyway, he always had a crush on her, but she was kind of hooked up with the big man on campus in school. But they haven't, like, they've been together since high school, but they haven't really seen each other because he took a job in London, England, and she's in New York City as a lawyer, working her way to be a partner in a law firm. And her and Ryan meet back up again at their 10-year high school reunion. And the story goes from there. It's a it's a story full of a lot of wealth and privilege, which is typically the way the desire novels go. So I'm not, saying that's a bad thing. That's what you get going into these novels. And, like, they go to the Hamptons for the Labor Day long weekend, and not Labor Day, the 4th of July long weekend, and they take a helicopter because they can. Like, that's the kind of, like, again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just these novels are very, very much like that. Very, very wealth, very privilegey. That's why I said, like, for the summer fling, if you are looking for a book for the big city romance, this is definitely the way to go, are these desire novels, because they often have that jet-setting lifestyle, and this one does take place in New York City primarily. So there's your big city in case you're looking for it. So anyway, guys, that is all that I have for today. Nothing too terribly interesting. Tomorrow I start off fresh with some books for August, and I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, I don't have much else to add here, so I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Hi guys, happy Sunday. It is the 2nd of August and it is just after 4 in the afternoon. And I'm coming to you with the final clip of the vlog. So I have no books finished to share with you today. I finished the week with a grand total of 5 books completed, but that's good. I'm going to share with you guys what I am currently reading, and then I'm going to get into my knitting stuff. And I do have, you guys, because I went out today, a little mini book haul. Not so mini. Garrett and I wandered out to the thrift store today, or the used bookstore, so I want to show you guys those. So let me share with you what I've been reading yesterday and today, because did I do a clip last night? Yes, I think I did, but I didn't show you guys the books. But you saw these in my Friday reads, like the ones I'm currently reading. So my current audiobook, as of right now, I'm about 35% of the way through this, but I'm hoping to get it done tomorrow. That's my goal, is The Other Misses by Mary Kubaka. And this is a thriller, and part of me kind of thinks I have it figured out, but we shall see which way it goes. So this is about a family who moves to a small coastal island town. Like, they live on an island off the coast of Maine, and like, you can only access it by ferry. And their neighbor is murdered one night, and there's something going on with the son, that he was dealing with something when they lived in Chicago before they moved. And there's kind of a lot going on. I don't really want to say too much about this because, again, it is a thriller, so I don't like giving away a lot of the plot. But the writing in this is really good, but I think I might know kind of where it's going. But we shall see when I get it done. But like I said, I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow, so you will hear me talk about this one in my next vlog. The other one that I'm currently reading, which I'm really enjoying as well, is Can't Stand the Heat by Louisa Edwards. This is the first book that I am reading for the summer fling for the hot and spicy prompt. And this one is about our main character, Miranda, who is a food critic for if you've ever heard of the magazine Bon Appetit, a very high class, like, cooking restaurant type publication. And she wants to do this book. She wants to write this book, and she kind of wants to do like a behind the scenes of a restaurant. And through circumstance, she meets Adam, who is opening a new restaurant in New York City called Market. and he kind of challenges her spur of the moment, he shouldn't have done it, to kind of work in his kitchen. So it turns into another that she's actually supposed to be working with him in his kitchen for a month. So she's hoping for, of course, a lot of behind the scenes information. And then he finds out that she actually can't cook. So I'm about 40% of the way through this right now. I plan on getting a lot more of this read tonight, and I want to finish it tomorrow. So this will be another one that I can share with you in my next vlog as one that I have finished. So that's what I'm currently reading. Now I guess I'll get into the book haul, and then we will do the knitting stuff. So I just have the blanket on my lap. So I wanted to go out today just for a bit. It's been a really lazy day. Like, I'm in track pants and a t-shirt today just because it's been that kind of day. And I said to Garrett, I'm like, do you want to take a drive out? Because it's like 2 towns over. It's a good 20-minute drive to this thrift store, but it is my favorite. It's absolutely worth the drive. Because it's the best, because they have the bins of the Harlequins that are 4 for $1.50. So you can't say no to that. So we went out, and he came with me. And we went out there, and I got a stack of books, and I am super excited. How many did I get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 books. Cost me $14, so that's not too shabby. So let me go through them. The bulk of them are Harlequins, but one is a non-Harlequin. So when you go in, they have like this huge, like, the whole place is just, I should have gotten video inside, but it was like me and Garrett and the cashier, and I just felt kind of weird. The shelves are high though, so you really can't see too much around the store. So maybe next time we go, I'll try and, I might not talk, but I'll at least try and get some video of the inside of it. So they've got these shelves, and this one shelf along the one wall, which is like the new releases, like the newer, nicer books that look like they haven't even been read, that, excuse me, have come in. And I saw this one, and the cover kind of appealed to me. And this is The Witches of Echo Park by Amber Benson. And it's an Echo Park Coven novel, and it says the first in a new series, and it's actually an urban fantasy. Now, urban fantasy, you guys know, is not generally my thing. But this one sounded really good. So it's about a woman, I guess, who's, is it her great aunt, is very, very sick. So she leaves her home in Georgia, and she goes to Los Angeles to take care of her aunt, and then only to find out that she is from a long line of witches. And the story goes from there. But like I said, urban fantasy. This is not a cozy mystery or anything at all like that. But I think that it's a trilogy. I don't know. Maybe they just she didn't write any more of them, but from Goodreads, I only saw 3 books. And the last one came out in 2018 or 2019. So it's been a few years. So I don't know if there's going to be any more. But I picked up because I thought it might be different. It's like, yeah, that's what it says. Urban fantasy right on the side from Ace. So I'll give it a try. Maybe I'll earmark it for October and read it, because I know there's been some discussion within the romance readers group of a readathon coming in October. So I'm not going to say any more than that until things are announced and finalized. But October is creeping up on us, you guys. It's only a few months away. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might earmark it for October. And I just can't resist things that have black cats. So now we get into the Harlequin books. So these first 2 are the ones that I they were not included in the 4 for $1.50. Now they now have a bunch of these old Harlequins that I love so much to collect. And they actually have them in like a plastic sheeting. I took the plastic off, and they are price marked. There was one of them I saw, I think was $15, and it wasn't that old. I cannot remember who the author was. It might have been Elise Summers. But it was in decent condition, so I guess that's maybe the reason why. This one was $3, but it's Betty Neal's, who I do enjoy. And this one's called Winter Wedding. I don't think it's holiday themed or anything at all like that. But Betty Neal's is kind of known for all of her books tended to involve doctors and nurses. That was kind of her shtick, if you will, her thing. So this one sounded cute. I just love the cover. I just thought it was so pretty. And I thought $3, why not? I do appreciate that they are doing that. You know, it used to be that you would find these in like the bin. So I appreciate that they're now, you know, they know that they're older and that they are worth a bit more. I think this is from 1980, if I'm remembering correctly. I love this. Right on the inside cover. It says, this Harlequin romance belongs to the personal library of. Sometimes I found them with people who have put their name in there, and I just think that's adorable. So just in case, so like there's the Betty Neal's reading list. And this was as of when this book was published, which, as I said, was June of 1980. So I wasn't even a year old yet. So what does it say here? Hold on. Original hardcover edition published in 1979 by Mills and Boon. So this was before really that Harlequin had the American romance line come out. All of these, I believe, took place in the UK. So yeah, again, a Betty Neals. You can't go wrong with that. And the other one I picked up was in the bin for $1.50, but it actually wasn't. Somebody must have put it down in there, which bummed me out a little bit. But it doesn't have the markings on it, which the rest of them do. Like, see, they've got the double X on the bottom, so you know that it's in that bin. But this is one that was on an anticipated reads list that I had for a while. So it was in one of my Harlequin anticipated reads when it came out, which was December of 2018. So almost 2 years ago now. But this one sounds so good. It's called Witness on the Run, and it's by Susan Cliff. Not to be confused with Witness on a Run that I just read in July, which was by Carla Cassidy, which was an intrigue novel. This is a romantic suspense. But I'm just going to read you just a little bit off the back here, and I'm sure you can understand exactly why I am so desperate to read this one. It says, on the run for the last year, Tara Walker must flee again when she witnesses a murder. She stows away with a sexy, gruff ice road trucker headed into the wilds of Alaska. Like, ice road trucker, Alaska. Was anybody else obsessed with that TV show, Ice Road Truckers? It's not like I hunted it out to watch it, but when it would be on like A&E or the History Channel or whatever channel it came on, and they do like 8 episodes in a row, I would just sit there and watch like all 8 episodes. I don't know what it was about that show, but I thought it was just so interesting. But I love that he is an ice road trucker, and it takes place in Alaska. So, yay, this one should be really good. So then, like I said, the other ones are all from the bin. I don't know much about these, but I just kind of pick them. I pick and choose. I try and get from a lot of different lines if I can, so I get a bit of a variety. I think I got 2 of the Harlequin Kiss novels, though, because they are fewer and far between. Like, you don't see those as often, so if I see them, I tend to want to pick them up. So the first one is The Bride Assignment by Lee Michaels. This is a Harlequin romance novel, and this is from November of 2003. So there's that one. Looks like a big city type book. I'm now thinking in terms of the summer fling for everything. I'm like, oh, this would work for this prompt. And then we have Stranger on Raven's Ridge, and this is by Jenna Ryan, an intrigue novel. These are not in the best of condition, but I really don't care. This is from March of 2013. I just find it so fun. You can see the way that some people take care of their novels a bit differently. Like, this one is 10 years earlier, and it's like almost like in mint condition. And this one is like almost falling apart. I just think that's funny. So one of the Harlequin Kiss books that I got was called First Time for Everything by Amy Carson. So this is number 5 in the Kiss line, which is kind of fun. These were great little these were romantic comedies, but a little bit more spicy. A little bit more spicy, but still fun. Not part of a series. So tell me, Suit, she said, as lightly as she could, what exactly is a virgin supposed to act like? That's a loaded question if I ever heard one. But yeah, that one looks like fun. I can never resist Christmas books when I see them. You guys know that. I'm like drawn to them like, you know, a bee to a flower. And I got The Christmas Gift by Darlene Gardner. I really love Darlene Gardner. This is a Harlequin super romance novel. Looks super, super cute. This is from November of 2011. So yay. Looking forward to that one. A Harlequin Special Edition. Still the one by Michelle Major. I am like hunting out Michelle Major's books now because I really like her writing. And I knew she wrote for the category romance, but I didn't realize how many of them she wrote. And since I read like I think it was one of her first books published outside of the category romance, I'm really, really enjoying her work and I'm looking more for it. This is from February of 2013. The One Who Got Away. This I thought was so funny when I was looking at these. So there's a sticker on the back from the Mission Thrift Store. It's literally up the street from GNU Books. So I just have to laugh that, oh, I didn't even notice. Look at the donkey. He's cute. So I can just imagine somebody went in and picked it up at the thrift store, read it, and donated it to GNU Books because you can get money back. Like you can get like credit for the store. Yeah. And every time I go in, they're like, do you have an account here? I'm like, yeah, but I don't have any money because I never bring anything back. That's my problem. And then I got Love Inspired. And The Rancher's Unexpected Baby by Jill Lynn in larger print. Very cute cowboy. This would work for today's prompt for the Instagram challenge that Elizabeth over at Lizzie Faye Loves Books created for the Summer Fling. The Summer Fling scavenger hunt, I think it's called, and I've been participating in it for the last 2 days. My goal is to do it for the entire month. And my major goal, though, is to only use the Harlequin books on my shelf for the prompts. I thought that would be kind of a fun little twist to it. So, yeah, this one looks really, really cute. From Bachelor to Daddy Overnight, a Colorado Grooms novel. Like I said, large print, which I love some large print. And then I got an older, when was this one from? February of 2019, so it's a bit more recent. And then I got this one. And I always enjoyed this author. I think, though, in all honesty, I think she's passed away. And this is an old American romance, Harlequin American romance. And it's A Cowboy at Heart by Judy Christenberry. She does some really good work. I really enjoyed her stuff. But if I'm remembering correctly, her stuff that she writes tends to be a little bit cleaner. You do not get, if there is any adult content, it tends to happen behind the scenes, behind closed doors or what have you. So, yeah. But this one just looked really cute. It's not bad condition. This is from, it doesn't give me a date here. It's number 726. Again, it's got the Mission Thrift Store sticker on the back. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does. From 1998. I don't know what month, but it's from 1998. So, and the last but not least, another Kiss novel. This is number 37. And this is Mistletoe Not Required by Anne Oliver. Of course, I saw Mistletoe, Christmas. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks like they're on a boat, and the boat railings are like all done up, festooned in Christmas glory. But clearly they're in a warmer climate because I'd be freezing my legs off in that dress if it really was December. 'Tis the season to be daring, it says. So yeah, that looks really cute. And it's in pretty good condition. November of 2013. So, that's my book haul. And now just let me share with you my reading for the week, like all the books I finished, my knitting, you know, how I typically end these off. So we'll start off with the other thing I started knitting. Excuse me, sorry, I'm reaching. And I showed this to you last night when I was sitting on the couch. I hadn't cast on yet. There was nothing on the needles. But there's now something on the needles. So I cast on another sweater because I have a problem. And I love knitting sweaters, and I had the yarn for it, and I didn't want to put this away and then forget where I put the yarn. So this is what I've cast on. This is what I've done since last night. I'm kind of, you know, a bit busy this morning and stuff like that, but, so it would actually go, this is like the collar, because it's going to be a cardigan, so it would go like this. So that's what I've gotten done so far. Terribly exciting, right, guys? But it's in, like I was showing last night, in really bulky yarn. So this is going to knit up super, super quickly. I'm hoping to get this. I kind of only want to work on this and the blanket until this is done. I'd really love to have it by the end of the month for like the fall, once the fall starts, to be able to wear. And I do love the color of the yarn. It's not showing exactly the same on camera, but it's almost like a greenish gray. I know that sounds like an odd color combination, but it's like a greenish gray is the best way I can describe it. But I think it's really unique and kind of pretty, and I like it. So yeah, so that is that. And now onto the blanket. So I currently have, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, because every week I'm like, I gotta tell you guys how many squares are in the blanket. I have now put in 514 squares in this blanket out of 1,600. So I have a long way to go, but with adding a square for every book that I read, it's getting done, pardon me, a lot faster than it would have in previous years. Pardon me. So that's the last one that I added in that you guys saw. So I've added this one, really pretty. This one, I really like this purple one. This bluey green one is really pretty too. And this one, very nice. So those are the 5 that I got in this week for the 5 books that I finished last week. So I always say it for anyone who's new. I am knitting a square in my blanket for every book that I read this year. And at the end of the week, when I do the last little clip of these videos, I have this bag of where I put the minis in, and I still have to do up these envelopes for August, and it's already August. Oh my gosh, I should do that tonight while I'm watching television. While I'm watching another episode of The X-Files. Did I mention that to you guys? Yeah, I think I mentioned it yesterday. That Amazon Prime has The X-Files, and I'm so happy. I limited myself. I only watched 1 episode last night, so Tonight is episode number 2. But yeah, so I put these in here, and then I open them up on camera for you guys, and then we see what squares I have to put in the blanket for this week. So I've got my notes here on my laptop in front of me. So the first book that I finished this week was The Best Man Plan by Jaci Burton. I gave this book 4 stars. It was a NetGalley read, so thank you to Berkeley and NetGalley for the e-arc of this book. It is the first book in the Boots and Bouquets series, and it was narrated on audio by Holly Chandler. I did listen to it on audio. I used an Audible credit and got it. So, what yarn do we have for this one? Ooh, wow. Wow, that's pretty, you guys. The light from the window is really, really showing that off. Gosh, look at the jewel tones in that. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that one. And then the next book that I finished was, speaking of Witness on the Run, was Witness on the Run by Cassie Miles. I gave this one 4.5 stars. I really liked it. It's Harlequin Intrigue number 1940, and it is a romantic suspense novel, of course. Really loved it. Oh, we have a Christmas one. That's okay. So there it is. Just red and green. Very pretty. I think this is a No Makers, so that'll be great. And then I read, oh, this one was so good. Hold Me Cowboy by Maisey Yates. I gave this one 4 stars as well. This is book number 2 in the Cooper Ridge Desire series. Harlequin Desire number 2479. It was narrated on audio by Lillian Thayer. I did listen to this one on audio from the Audible Escape package, if you guys are interested in checking that out. And it is a contemporary romance slash Christmas book. It was the last book that I read for the Christmas and July-a-thon. So I kind of got to a book a week, so that was kind of fun. It's too bad that this wasn't the Christmas one. That's okay. I don't do it on purpose. I don't purposely look for yarn that matches the books. That would just take way too much time. And I have this beautiful brown and black one. Isn't this lovely? Oh gosh, I really like that. And there's enough yarn here. I get at least 2, maybe 3 squares out of this, so that's always great. And then I finished in... No. Why did I write that twice? Oh, you silly girl. I read... I don't know why I copied it. Okay. So then I read... sorry, I have my notes here so I don't forget anything. The Hero of Hope Springs by Maisey Yates, which I gave 4 stars to. This is another NetGalley read, so thank you again to NetGalley and to Harlequin for an advanced reader copy of this one to read and review for you guys. This one came out in July. Gold Valley book number 10. Narrated on audio by Samantha Cook. Again, I had an e-arc copy, but I did grab it on audio with a credit, so I could listen to it on audio. And it is, of course, a contemporary romance. A cowboy contemporary romance. And what do we have for yarn for this one? Ooh, we have Christmas. Now we have Valentine's Day, it looks like, doesn't it, you guys? It's reds and pinks and whites. The camera's really blowing out that red color. It's not that bright. But that is super duper pretty. Can I get it to focus here? Focus. There we go. That is seriously pretty, isn't it, you guys? Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. So there's that one next. And then I have the last one. Insatiable Hunger by Yahrah St. John. I gave this one 4 stars. Again, thank you to NetGalley and Harlequin for sending me an e-arc copy of this one to read and review for you guys. This one came out in July as well. This is book number 3 in the Dynasty's 7 Sins series. Desire number 2744. And again, a contemporary romance. So, yay. This is like my favorite yarn that I own, honestly. I knit a pair of socks in this yarn, and it actually made me sad to knit the socks out of it because then it was gone and I didn't have it to knit with. But I still have enough to put in a blanket. So this is by my favorite independent yarn dyer who no longer dyes yarn, Sunrise Fiber Company. This was a limited edition. She used to have a yarn club where you'd join and then every month you would get sent a new skein of yarn. And she used to send you out teaser pics, like this is what the colors I'm using. So you didn't actually see what the yarn looked like until you got it. This one was called Rainbow Warrior. And you guys, it is the most awesome yarn ever. And do you see the sparkle in it? I have enough saved here that I think I can put at least a couple squares in my blanket. And I might even have more of this in stash, like leftovers in stash, to use again in the blanket. So I'm so happy. But yeah, this yarn is just all kinds of happy. I love it so, so much. So yay to putting that in the blanket too. Oh, I just realized this is not Valentine's Day. This is a yarn called, because it's bowled up that I put it in the ball because I knit with this. This is Canadian Girls Rock, and it's by Ravenwood Fiber Co. And she's still around. She is a Canadian independent yarn dyer. I think she's down east, like Nova Scotia area, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's called Canadian Girls Rock. So yeah, I remember that now. So yeah, so that's all, guys. But before I let you go, it just dawned on me that I had some good news I wanted to share with you guys. It's happy news. So for those of you, again, who have been following me for the last month or so, who heard the stories and have heard the saga about the cats. So for those of you who don't know, the very quick explanation is, at the end of June, June the 30th actually, my mom adopted two cats. Two male cats, one named Presley and one named Georgie. And both of them were great cats, blah, blah, blah. We still have Press. But about 2 weeks into being with us, Georgie was attacking Bernard, my cat. And not just hissing and, fighting and stuff like that. No, like viciously attacking Bernard. But he was fine with Goran and Presley and us. He was a sweet, sweet, loving cat. So if you guys watched those vlogs, you saw how upset I was. And I mean, I was crying when we had to let him go. But we had to have him rehomed. So I ended up calling a shelter, and they came and picked him up. And the shelter is online. It was on Facebook. I think at the time I actually linked to his little ad up on the thing. Well, I was looking on Facebook earlier today, and Georgie's been adopted. I'm so, 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 so happy that he is getting his forever home. He was such a good cat, and he deserves all the happiness in the world. He deserves to have a home that he feels safe in, that he will be loved in, and good thoughts out to the universe for him. So kind of a nice little happy ending in a way. I'm sad he's no longer with us because he was a delight, but I'm happy he got his forever home. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for this vlog this week. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to chat, please chat with me in the comments below. Videos coming up this week. On Wednesday, I will be starting a series that I am doing the entire month of August, and that is A Beginner's Guide to Romance. So I'm starting off on Wednesday with genres, and I'll be talking about different romance genres. So if you guys actually have any questions for romance genres that you want, you would like me to try and answer for you, post them in the comment section below, and I'll make note of them, and I'll try and answer them in that video as well, because I haven't filmed that yet. I'm going to film that in a few days. And then next Saturday is going to be my digital book haul for the month of July. Bought a lot of books in July, you guys. Close to 50 books in July digitally, so that's a thing. So that will be coming next Saturday, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, I'll let you go. Take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.